Okay, hello everybody. My name is Leslie Williams, and today's date is September 2nd, 2015. I'm in San Diego, California. I'm right across the street from Vaughn's Rite Aid off of Governor Drive in Genesee Avenue in La Jolla, California, San Diego County. I am a target victim and activist concerning the criminal expeditions of what is called organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. Now, I got to interject some preliminary statements in this video before I move on to the subject matter, because of some of the current things that are happening concerning me, even my blog accounts, YouTube accounts, petitions, email accounts, and stuff like that on the internet. Now, let me also interject this as well. You can go to Google and type in Clyde Lewis Ground Zero Radio Show. Now, once you get to his website, look at the features that are posted on his website, like that you can click on in order to bring up additional menus. And what you're going to look for is listen, a feature that's got the sub feature in it within it called Listen Now. Okay, if anybody claims that I need to leave this property as I'm making this video, well, as a result of me being an organized stalking gang. Oh, anyways, going back just for a second. When you go to look at his archived shows, listen to the show that was broadcast on the night of September 1st, 2015. Again, his radio show is called Ground Zero with Clyde Lewis. I was on his national radio show again last night. The show was talking about how certain mechanisms are set up within the government that will get on, that are literally dedicated to this sole purpose, that will get online, and if you have like a whistleblower or an activist or anybody that the government deems as a problem, what they will do is get online and compromise what that person is exposing. They'll discredit it, engage in misdirection campaigns, and so on and so forth, in order to confuse the public concerning what the target individual is exposing. I called up the national radio show and was allowed to be on it again. Now, so again, go to Google and type in Ground Zero Clyde Lewis radio show, and once you bring his blog up, just access the features on his website, and you'll be able to find the sub feature within the feature that says Listen Now, and then go into his archive shows, and you'll be able to bring up the September 1st 2015 broadcast. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is because what I am doing is I am exposing these criminalities of what is called organized stalking, which can also be termed as gang stalking. Now, and concerning organized stalking and gang stalking is nothing but organized crime in the system at the federal, state, and local level. This criminality is happening in every state, county, city, and town in the United States, and it's literally even going on in other countries. So, absolutely, every single person that's watching this video better research this criminality, because it's literally going on right underneath average American citizens' noses in every community in the United States. Literally. And I am not engaging in what is known as emotionalism by telling you this. I have been a target of this crime openly now since at least 2002, every single day along every single one of my routes. I have literally been made homeless as a result of being a target of this crime. That technique is all over the internet to be an absolute maneuver that these criminal expeditions engage in. And basically what that is done for, in part, is to exploit the effects and circumstances that are created as a result of the covertly created and kept managed homelessness. So Google what I'm saying, and you will see that I'm telling you the absolute literal truth. So what I'm doing in this video right now, oh, by the way, I got to interject this, and I'll get to the subject matter. Now, I have been uploading videos to Exposing Police 1 YouTube channel. It's not ONE, it's the number 1. Exposing Police 1 YouTube channel. So you can go to Google and type in Exposing Police 1, the number 1, space YouTube channel, hit enter, and then when you hit enter, you should be able to bring up some videos dedicated to that YouTube channel. Then bring those up, then go inside the YouTube channel itself in order to be able to see the YouTube videos that have been uploaded to that channel. Now, the reason why I'm telling you to do this is because, and the reason why I brought up the Ground Zero show with Clyde Lewis is because when they were talking about last night about how the government will infiltrate your blogs, infiltrate your YouTube accounts, infiltrate your email accounts, post information online concerning completely things that are totally untrue about the whistleblower. They literally have propped up blogs, pasting my videos within them and labeling me as being mentally ill, which is an absolute methodology of organized stalking. So that's the reason why I brought that up, is because what they're doing now is flagging and tagging some of my YouTube videos by stating that the contents of them are inappropriate, sexually explicit. Complete bullshit. Okay? I'm a practicing obedient Christian woman. Okay? I do not in any way, shape, or form engage in anything that is illegal, especially anything that's got to do with sexual content. Okay? Now, so they say that if I get one more warning or one more strike against me, that the YouTube channel can be shut down, or that they can at least stop my ability to be able to upload videos for 6 months. So what I'm going to have to do as of today's date is start using a different YouTube account, just in case they try to do that to any current and future uploads, okay, in order to preserve the integrity of what's already in that account. Okay, now it happens to be in that account indisputable evidence of me just recently catching a San Diego park ranger admitting to my face and on video, wide open on video. And I mean, when I say wide open, I mean flat out in your face, caught on video of his face, literally admitting that they came to my hiking area on August 9, 2015. Due to retaliation for me transmitting through a tweet chain indisputable audio evidence that I'm being gang-stalked to San Diego Police Chief Zimmerman on August 8th, 2015. I'm going to play you some of this evidence in this video as I continue to talk. Now, so go to that YouTube channel and especially pay attention to all videos that have been uploaded since the 8th of August. Absolutely. Now, fellow American citizens, what I'm doing right now is I'm going to explain to you some of the, organized stalking and gang stalking is nothing but a multi-billion-dollar business. Hold on, let this traffic go by. In fact, let me get out a cigarette, so hold on, let me make this, pick up this video camera for a second. Now, it's nothing but an absolute criminal enterprise. It's designed to make it, some of the misinformation and disinformation on the internet is designed to make it appear that a person's being targeted for other reasons. Fellow American citizens, even though they can be targeted because they're a whistleblower, but it doesn't matter why the targeted individual is targeted. Once they're targeted to then be exploited. Absolutely, you would not believe what I know. So to immediately direct you to the fact that organized crime, this organized crime in the system at the federal, state, and local level is engaging in these criminal activities for exploitation and monetary gain. Go to YouTube and type in similarities between gang stalking and human trafficking. Okay, now stay with this video. I guarantee you will be glad that you did. So let me explain to you some of the clever mechanisms that are used in order to human traffic a target of this crime. I misplaced my lighter, so hold on just one more second, okay? Hold on. See, I have been all over the internet exposing that ever since I started uploading videos since 2011, I have been all over the internet, literally flat out stating from the get-go that organized stalking and gang stalking, one of the main criminal motivations that they're engaged in is human trafficking. I've been all over the internet exposing it since 2011. Boom. Okay? And what I mean by that is that in order to human traffic anybody, a child, a young man, a teenager, or an adult, what they have to do is, one, isolate the target from any type of legal assistance, any type of advocacy, like activist groups or whatever. They've even infiltrated our churches, charities, self-help groups, homeless shelters, domestic violence shelters, women's shelters, low-income housing. They are up and operating at every level of the government, from social services to social security to the police departments, fire department, especially their EMS services, prosecutor's office, even the DA's office. Absolutely. And this is not also absolutely possibly including the state attorney general's offices of each state. Because in order to be able to see, go to YouTube, remember, see, this video is being introduced to you in reference to its explanations in a foundational structure. All my beginning statements and all the statements that I make towards the middle, the beginning of the middle and the middle, are being said so you can see the eventual picture, because all these mechanisms that I explained to you build on each other in order for you to be able to see the sequential flow of how they bring about the criminal motivation. Okay? The point being is this: in order to be able to effectively, indisputably, while they can apply plausible deniability about what is currently and will eventually happen to a target, is they got to make it appear that what they're doing to a target is happening through normal appearing reasons, mishaps, excuses, and or decisions that the target made. So, using the employment descriptions in the system to achieve these criminal realities. So let's take a look at social services and gang stalking. What does a targeted individual do, whether they're homeless or not, when it comes to going to social services? Well, they go there to receive whether it be temporary aid or aid that might be used more than temporary, okay, like food stamps, insurance, especially if a target is receiving Social Security. Their Medicare premiums are also paid for. What these little filthy red-ass criminal whores will do is that they will use their employment descriptions to not only share the personal information about a target, their social security number, their income, their date of birth, okay, with their connected individuals that are also in other employment descriptions within the system, in order to be, in other words, like say if a person is on social services and they're receiving food stamps, what they will do is say, okay, well, you get reviewed once a year for food stamps in October. Okay, you get reviewed for your Medi-Cal, which is your insurance, every 6 months, which might happen in June. Okay, so what they can do then, and they can also see that you're on Social Security by having syndicate members in Social Security as well. So what they will then do is say, okay, well, we know that this selected targeted individual is going to be up for a review in October. We know that for food stamps, which you use to sustain yourself, food, because everybody's got to eat, they've already created the homelessness, and through, but not limited to, the illegal GPS tracking of a target cell phone, they can absolutely know where the target individual is staying at. So, before I can continue, what I'm going to do is literally play you audio proof that I'm being gang stalked. This right here is an event that occurred on Thanksgiving Day 2013 in La Jolla, California, on a sidewalk. These two men are flat out yelling gang stalking, and gang stalking, I'm going to F you up. That occurred on Thanksgiving Day 2013 in La Jolla. This event you're about ready to hear right now occurred 11 months before on a Yucca Valley bus in Yucca Valley, California, Landers bus route on December 22nd, 2012. Yucca Valley is 169 miles away from La Jolla. Do you hear anybody say on this bus, gang stalk? Then a woman just flat out says gang stalking. It's gonna take a second to come up. Now, this is one of the ways that they intentionally mentally harass me about being a victim of this crime while I'm experiencing the extreme circumstances and effects of being homeless and harassed along all my routes. Right now in my physical possession, I have over 1,000 audio files of individuals getting around me on a daily basis saying gang stalk, gang stalking, gang stalker, gang stalk. Hold on. Oh my God, weird, crazy, suck my you know what, and other vile shit, okay? In the same exact identical way. So what I do is predict in part, I predict what these little red-ass criminals are going to do before they do it, and then when they do, on audio, email files, video files, and so on and so forth. Now, my tape recorder runs by date and time, so if I'm at this area right now, which I am, obviously, still at 9:45 a.m. on September 2nd, 2015, and my statements I'm making are being recorded, this tape recorder runs by date and time. Okay, I then predict in this tape recorder after I make this video that let's see if gang stalk is caught being set around me once I get downtown San Diego to go to the law library. And then when I get down there, taking several buses to do so, an hour and a half later, and it said it'll show that I was stalked from La Jolla to downtown in order to prop up this intentional verbal harassment, which is designed to intentionally, mentally remind me that I'm a victim of this crime in order to keep it in the conscious forefront of my daily experiences. It's done to make you, put you in and keep you in a victimized mindset. And it's done to mentally harass you about it as well. So what I do again is I predict it. Now when it's said, it will reflect a later time on the same date, proving that I was stalked from La Jolla to downtown San Diego. 1,000 audio files don't lie, baby cakes. Now, let me get back to the meat and potatoes pertaining to this particular video. In order to human traffic a target, first let me backtrack just 1 second. I'm going to interject something here for you to literally witness. Go to YouTube right now and type in stalked in San Antonio. You're going to see 2 women that were literally raped in their own homes due to gang stalking. Okay? Now, when you keep that in your mindset after watching that news broadcast, think about this. If they make a woman homeless, okay, they then, through the illegal GPS tracking of their phone and covert's physical surveillance, they know where the target individual is hiking at, okay? They will then prop up a staged event to induce the target to even call the police, like a staged robbery, a staged assault, even a rape. They believe then that that will psychologically influence the target to call the police themselves. The perpetrators have already gotten away, and since the cops and everybody else that are involved in this shit know that the phone is hacked of the target, they can even see when the target individual is calling 911. Then the police come out and say, well, you're not supposed to be here to begin with. They file a falsified police report about your homeless situation, and then they repeat these things over time. Okay? And then they use these police reports in order to gain syndicated probate control. If any landscape worker or anything else compromises your ability to be able to hear me make this video while I'm talking, go to Google and type in landscape workers and gang stalking. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. I made this video and I'm making it right now in order to be able to explain to you the incremental implemented steps concerning these criminal realities and how they're brought about in order to achieve the criminal motivation. Absolutely. And what I mean by this is that if a social services worker, I have literally caught this same methodology of the audio you just heard inside of social services on numerous occasions on audio and video. Have I caught it in Social Security? Have I caught it inside the San Diego Police Department headquarters? Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. Have I caught it inside the San Diego City Council meeting chambers? Absolutely. Absolutely. So, when you look at how these employment descriptions, some of them share your personal information concerning, well, my review is due in October 2015 through Social Services. So if they come and give me an illegal lodging ticket in in August, I've got a court date in September, and if I'm put in jail, I'm not able to be attentive to the Social Services review. As a result, when I get out of jail, I will no longer have food stamps to depend on in order to sustain myself at that current time. If my money, my IDs, my bus card, my phone, my camera, my evidence, my American Express gift cards are stolen while I'm in jail by corrupt cops, I'm totally 100% getting out with nothing to depend on. And if you're put in jail for more than 31 days, especially including a misdemeanor, you automatically lose Social Security. So if they steal my ID and then I get released, I could go down and give them personal information so they can identify me, but I still gotta wait for Social Security to get kicked back in. So guess who will stumble across my path in between? Men that will suggest how I can make money to feed myself. Human trafficking. Now, here's the kicker. Go to Google. You know, I've already mentioned at the beginning of this video that this is organized crime syndicates at the federal, state and local level, county level, and city and town level, working as a syndicate using your personal information concerning what you're all about, what money you make, what you depend on in reference to government services, and so on and so forth. If they want to lead you to a place to human traffic they got to take away what you use to sustain yourself. While the homelessness is creatively kept managed as a result of like if I went to an apartment complex today, they would make 2 choices. They would wait until I leave and then approach the landlord and property owner, okay, and say this person's under criminal investigation, do not rent to them because of the types of crimes that they're being investigated for. Go to YouTube and type in "listen to a stranger" to see an illustration of how they do that, how they can do that. Or they might let me rent the apartment, okay, and then eventually cause me to lose it. while social services will have documentation that I had the apartment, then lost it, there must be something wrong with Leslie, why she can't keep an apartment. Now, remember, I've caught indisputable video evidence and audio evidence of gang stalking flat out being said repetitively inside of social services on more than one occasion. They used the documentation to get the syndicated probate control for racketeering, insurance fraud, because benefits are co-opted that the target already has, or benefits are applied for in the target's name once they get the syndicated probate control, which they get by claiming the target individual is mentally ill because they're claiming they're being stalked by people they don't know, because they're homeless and won't get out of it, okay? And because they have a long documented history of chronic homelessness and won't get out of it, even though they're the ones who covertly created the homelessness. This is done for racketeering, the RICO Act. Now, when you research the YouTube video Stalked in San Antonio, you can clearly see that they entered these women's own homes, drugged their food, came back and raped them, and it was more than likely videotaped as well and sold to pornography groups. So if a target individual like me is put in a syndicated run organized crime group home that is directly connected to the crime groups and syndicates that perpetrate gang stalking, which was the motivation for the homelessness to be created, do you really honestly think that they're not going to drug the target individual's food, even medication that they're put on, as a result of corrupt syndicated county mental health doctors or doctors from area neighborhood hospital psychiatric floors, which they're conveniently put in by corrupt syndicated PERT teams that are directly connected to San Diego County, including police officers. So what I do is I expose these extreme criminal red-ass animals in order to be able to prove to you how these mechanisms work within the system. They're basically incrementally implementing these covertly created maneuvers and tactics, okay, and then making it appear that it's all happening because the target individual can't take care of themselves. Now, the insurance is also exploited in the target's names when they're putting these syndicated run group homes, and make no mistake about it, I know for a fact that judges are involved in this shit. Right now in San Diego County, the head prosecutor for San Diego Prosecutor's Office, Jan Goldsmith, J-A-N Goldsmith, is being sued by the California Family Coalition for massive racketeering and violations of the RICO Act, using the court system for these criminal motivations. The California Family Coalition has went through hundreds of thousands of dollars defending themselves, okay, because of his implicated criminal activity that's all over the internet, and how taxpayers' dollars are being used for what he's doing. And it's all over the internet that his wife, who's a judge, it appears is the court system that's being used for these criminal realities. Well, it's Jan Goldsmith's office that's going to prosecute me for the illegal lodging ticket that I just got on August 9, 2015 inside of Rose Canyon. On August 8, 2015, I tweeted through a multiple tweet chain that was connected together massive indisputable evidence that I'm being gang stalked in San Diego. 2 of the audio files you just heard, I think 2 more additional ones. I also even attached another targeted individual's blog to the tweet chain, and I sent her some information concerning me being assaulted on an MTS bus, and then MTS sent me an altered video, and then the police report is falsified. 22 hours later, they came to my hiking area inside of Rose Canyon, okay, claiming they stumbled across me, okay, in order to give me a ticket for illegal lodging. They used the illegal lodging tickets to entrap me in court to get the syndicated probate control. As I'm talking to this park ranger, he literally admitted to my face as I was saying that I baited them to come to me as a result of sending this evidence to Chief Zimmerman, okay, that I baited them to come to me as a result of me exposing the gang stalking of me to Chief Zimmerman. And guess what he said right on video, right out in the open? He said it worked, right out in the open. Hold on. He literally flat out said that when I said I baited them to come to me as a result of sending this gang stalking evidence to Chief Zimmerman, he said it worked. Now, why would he say that? That statement could not be applied to any other misunderstanding that they could say that he had in his head in reference to what I was saying to him. There is no way at all. That video is an Exposing Police YouTube channel. Also go to Google, Exposing Police 1's YouTube channel, and if that YouTube channel gets shut down, well, remember what I was saying concerning me being on Ground Zero Clyde Lewis show last night on September 1st, 2015, which that archive show can be, you can go back and listen to it as a result of you going to his blog. Now, fellow American citizens, what they're doing right now is doing nothing but denying in my right to make a police report concerning me being a factual victim of this crime. I was denied it again yesterday inside the Northern Division Police Department after I showed them massive amounts of text messages and indisputable audio evidence that I'm being gang stalked. Yes, text messages they're literally sending to my phone, literally flat out stating we're going to human traffic you, literally flat out saying we're the responsible parties for gang stalking you, and much more. And they're sending pornography to my phone. So, fellow American citizens, when a person walks in with indisputable evidence they're being gang stalked through text messages, 3 letters they sent me in my P.O. box, how'd they get my phone number, how'd they get my P.O. box number, okay, and indisputable audio evidence of men literally standing right before me yelling gang stalking, and gang stalking, I'm gonna F you up. How can they deny I'm being a gang stalking victim, which is what they did again yesterday after being shown this evidence? So why would they do that unless they were involved in it? They've also sent me text messages stating we're GPSing your track. One of them says your GPS tracking location has been sent to the police. Showed that to her yesterday. She says you need to go outside and enjoy your beautiful day and have a nice day, okay? And completely denied my right to make a police report concerning this criminal reality. So this video is being made on today's date, 2015, okay, as a result of me being an organized stalking, gang stalking, targeted individual, okay. She just walked by and put her cell phone right on me, the camera of it, okay. So this video is being made on, that way anybody can try and claim that I saw this woman talking to herself. See, because this camera right now is propped up on the back of this, so you can't see the camera, you understand? Now you can go to Google and type in how these low-life skanks will put people along your route and videotape you. Hold their cell phones up to you. Absolutely. They just had another one walk by me again today. Now, and this is also done to make the target individual appear crazy or paranoid, to bait me to even talk about it. So I'm saying right now to any corrupt San Diego police officers, prosecutors, or judges, right there, buddy cakes. Hold on. Because these techniques are all over the internet to be criminal realities of organized stalking. Alright, so if anybody in San Diego is interested in coming down to the Hall of Justice, if anybody is interested in coming down to the Hall of Justice on September 24th, 2015 at 9 a.m. or 8 a.m., and you don't even have to approach me or act like you know me, because you obviously won't. Just sit in the room and see what is possibly said around me. Gang stalk, gang stalking, gang stalk. Oh my God, weird, crazy, suck my dick. Within conversations people are already having. And you can also probably hear what is happening concerning the conversations I have with the people at the counter, or what might transpire in that building as I'm going through and checking in, including the theft of my backpack and duffel bag, as I'm going through the scanners. Because this backpack and duffel bag carries indisputable evidence of me being gang stalked. Absolutely. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. These are the criminal motivations of organized stalking. Also, in part, I forgot to include that in October, I got to apply for an extension of a forbearance type thing that I'm on right now that is stalling my legal culpability to make student loan payments. Now, my phone is hacked. They've even sent me text messages stating your phone is hacked. We can hear everything you're doing and see everything you're doing. They got my phone number, obviously, in order to send me the text messages, so they know through this phone that I have used this phone to call the Department of Education, which means that they know conversations have been made concerning how I was on a forbearance type, I forgot what it's called. It's got to do with low-income people where they can stall payments for a year, okay? Well, that is up in November. My court date is September 24, 2015. I'm going to say not guilty, so the court date could be immediately, or it could be another month or two down the road. The point being is that if I'm in jail, then I'm not going to be able to say, okay, I follow through on the steps that I need to follow through in order to get another extension for a year. So if they put me in jail and then I get out, Department of Education can say, well, look, you didn't follow through on reapplying, so you owe us this money right now before you can reapply again, which will take away all the money that I currently got on me now, while Social Security has been taken away. Because if you're in jail for more than 31 days, for more than 30 days, they take it away. So do you see how these schemes can possibly be brought about as a result of your personal information being known? Now, I apologize I don't have the name of this particular type of situation I'm on right now with the Department of Education, but think about this. They did the same thing last year in late August. They then ran it over through September and October, and then screwed me over in December concerning the illegal lodging ticket used in police departments. I was already all over the internet exposing UCSD and SDPD. I was already all over the internet for 3 years exposing their criminal asses. Absolutely, and it happened in the same time period that I was dealing with a Social Security Disability Review and the Department of Education. The same exact methodologies are being used on me right before these reviews are starting, and right before I need to reapply for a forbearance type situation with the Department of Education. So it's happened now 2 times, 12-month separation in the same exact time period. So think about this. I get out, lost Social Security, Social Services, food stamps, and so the Department of Education can say, well, if you want to apply for another type of forbearance situation, which means I won't have to make no payments, then you have to pay us what was accumulated, okay, as a result of it ending in November and you being in jail like in October, November, December, January, whatever, okay? They can say I owe for all those months because the original one that expired in November fell out of expiration. It expired. And so basically what I'm saying is they can say I owe for those months while I was in jail, which would deplete the money I got on me now. To human traffic a woman, you got to take away what she's got to sustain herself. Do you understand? And if you don't think that also human trafficking is not occurring in syndicated run organized crime group homes, think again. Again, go to YouTube and type in Stalking San Antonio. I'm in San Diego, California, and my name is Leslie Williams. These are the mechanisms of gang stalking, and I've literally told the Department of Education that these loans were literally coerced to be taken out. Towards the idea to take them out was literally put in my mind by individuals I caught indisputably engaging in gang stalking expeditions in Michigan. Okay, and I literally told them that student loan debt can be used for debt bondage for human trafficking. I literally told them last year. So, are these the mechanisms and schemes to bring it about while making it appear that it's all being done and all these circumstances are being brought about through normal appearing reasons as a result of the circumstances that were created by them, the homelessness, the illegal lodging tickets used for the court that produces the jail, and the jail time is what is used to isolate the target away from being able to take care of their business as a result of them not being able to take care of their business because they're in jail. The food stamps are taken away, the P.O. boxes have expired, the Social Security is taken away, and then Department of Education can say you owe all the money that of the months of the payment that you had to pay while you were in jail, which would deplete the finances I got on me now. Broke. They want you broke. And it's all over the internet that they target the finances of gang stalking targets. So you think about what I'm telling you right now. This is the second time this has happened right before reviews and right before I had to deal with the Department of Education. Remember, I caught indisputable video and audio evidence inside of Social Services. Have I caught it inside of Social Security? Do the math. I gotta go. I'm in San Diego, California. My name is Leslie Williams. Debt bondage for human trafficking. I gotta get. My name is Leslie Williams. Thank you for listening. And in closing, go to Google and type in UCSD and Law Library. Are they networking gang stalking? A massive amount of evidence in it. I gotta go. Thank you for listening and have a great day.